wants to know, how do you overcome your fear of failure? Or did you ever have a time where you were like, I want to launch this thing, but so how do you?
I want the stick. No, literally my first video, I was with this independent broadcasting company, and I'd done like a lot of acting classes, but it would all been like theory. I remember physically like sweating, sitting in my car with my air on with my hands, because my hands were sweating. And I think the only way to overcome fear is just to face whatever you're afraid of. And it's just like, I have this thing right now, like, do one thing that scares you every day. It's like this famous quote. And so if something scares me, then I don't back away from it. Then I have to do it. Because then I have one less thing to be afraid of. So if you're afraid of failure, then you better go out and do whatever it is you're scared of. Go for that college. Go for whatever you want. That's, hey. You want it?
Sure. Overcoming failure, yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, well, being an actress and going on auditions was like the scariest thing ever. That was really hard for me. It was like graduated high school, I was doing school plays and whatever, and then all of a sudden I'm entering like the professional sphere where I'm going and, auditioning, and you show up and there's like a group of girls that all look slightly like you, and it's such a crazy experience because you just beat yourself down. Like, I'd be sitting in the waiting room, looking at this other girl like, oh, she's cuter than me, she's taller than me, she's skinnier than me, and it's this crazy mental thing. And then I go in and it was really hard to like bring up my self-esteem after beating myself down. And it's just, you're your own worst enemy. I really do believe that, because I feel like we're all slightly self-centered, which it just makes sense because we're in our own minds. I mean, like, we're in our own minds. So we're always thinking about ourselves, obviously, because that's how we have to live our lives. But people who see you go like, oh yeah, she looks cute, and then they stop thinking about you and they're thinking about themselves. Like, we're constantly thinking about ourselves, which is how we drive ourselves crazy. So I feel like, take a chill pill, think about somebody else, call your friend, ask someone else a question, someone else on the street, focus it away from yourself onto someone else. I don't know, that was like a tirade anyways.
No, that was great. And actually, in fact, I want to circle back to what you just said, Kate, about how it's so true that, so many girls, like, let's say this one girl has zits on her face and she's really insecure and she's thinking, oh, everyone's looking at my zit. Most likely, I'm not looking at your zit, I'm looking at my own zit. Just know that most likely people look beyond your imperfections, and as long as you're a good person, you have a great personality, and they see that you're genuine, that will make the biggest difference in having zits or having clear skin. So going back to like my answer, how do I overcome fear? Ever since I was young, I know this sounds really morbid, but I knew that one day I was going to die. And I could die tomorrow, I could die 10 years from now, I can die at 100. But I know that life is so short. I mean, compared to how long the world has been here, like how old the world is, like, we're just a blink of an eye. And you can't worry about being perfect all the time. Oftentimes, even me growing up, my mother wanted me to be the best at everything, being the best at school, being the best in art, being the best, and just because she wanted to push me to be the best that I could be. So I think part of failure is also recognizing what you're not good at, and it gives you a clear direction towards your real talent and passion. So don't be scared to fail. I mean, sometimes you have to fall to know if you want to get back up, to move in another direction. I think that's what it is.